Ever heard of the Secret War? While the world's eyes were fixed on Vietnam, another war was raging right next door. A conflict fought in the shadows deep in the jungles of Laos. This wasn't a war between nations in the usual sense. It was a secret operation orchestrated by the CIA that would change the country forever. For over a decade, the United States ran one of its largest ever covert operations, all while publicly claiming neutrality in Laos. So, how did this happen? What was the CIA doing, and who were the soldiers fighting this hidden war? Let's pull back the curtain on one of the Cold War's most clandestine chapters. It all started in the early 1960s. Laos was officially a neutral kingdom, but it was caught in the crossfire of the Cold War. The communist Pathet Lao, backed by North Vietnam, were gaining ground. Fearing the domino effect that if Laos fell to communism, so would the rest of Southeast Asia's, the Kennedy administration decided to act, but not openly. Open military intervention was off the table. Instead, they turned to the CIA. The mission: build a secret anti-communist army from within Laos itself. The CIA found its perfect partners in the Hmong people, an ethnic minority living in the rugged mountains of northern Laos. The Hmong had a long history of independence and were wary of both the Lao government and the Vietnamese communists. The CIA approached a charismatic Hmong leader, General Vang Pao. They offered him weapons, training, and financial support. In return, Vang Pao would rally his people to fight the Pathet Lao and disrupt North Vietnamese supply lines running through Laos, famously known as the Ho Chi Minh Trail. What followed was the creation of a massive secret army, sometimes called the Armée Clandestine. At its peak, it numbered over 30,000 Hmong soldiers. The CIA supplied them with everything from M16 rifles to T-28 propeller planes, flown by Hmong Thai and American pilots out of a secret airbase called Long Tieng. This base was a bustling city hidden in a mountain valley, a place so secret it didn't appear on any map. It was known only by its codename Alternate. From here, the CIA directed its proxy war. Hmong soldiers, some as young as 13, were sent on dangerous missions, fighting a brutal ground war against a well-equipped enemy. They paid a heavy price. Entire villages were uprooted, and the Hmong casualty rate was tragically high, 10 times that of American soldiers in Vietnam. For years, the US government denied any military involvement in Laos. To the outside world, it was a civil war. But behind the scenes, the CIA was pulling the strings, directing airstrikes, gathering intelligence, and funding the entire operation. The war devastated Laos. The US dropped more bombs on this small, neutral country than it did on all of Germany and Japan combined during World War II, making Laos the most heavily bombed country per capita in history. Millions of unexploded bombs still litter the countryside today, a deadly legacy of a secret war. When the US withdrew from Vietnam in 1973, support for the Hmong army was cut off almost overnight. They were left to fend for themselves. The Pathet Lao took over the country in 1975, and the Hmong who had fought for the CIA were targeted as traitors. Tens of thousands were killed, and many more were forced to flee, undertaking perilous journeys across the Mekong River to refugee camps in Thailand. Many eventually resettled in the United States, but their story and the secret war they fought on America's behalf has largely been forgotten. It's a sobering reminder of the human cost of covert operations and the complex legacies of the Cold War. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more hidden histories. See you next time.